Hi, this is Sarah with EasyFlow. Today we're going to go over how you can connect your device to 3 different types of masks. First, we're going to do an N95. Then we're going to do a KN95. And lastly, we're going to do a cloth mask. Alright, so first we're going to connect the N95 mask. A lot of ways people like to connect without cutting a hole is doing the magnet air nozzle option. So you just connect your air nozzle, run it through one of the ear loops, and then you just use the magnet to hold it in place. What you can also do on this string is pull your tube through it, then put it through the mask, and then put it on here, so if it falls off, it's not going to fall into the ground. Then you just put on the mask, and you're ready for use. Next, we're going to connect it onto the KN95 and the cloth mask. Again, it's the same concept, but this is how you can attach our device to any mask. So same thing, use the air nozzle, put it where you want on your mask, hold it in place. Most people like it right here, but you can move it anywhere you want, right underneath. Some people like it coming from the top, wherever you want. The magnet's very strong that it's not going to come off anyway. Whenever you want to put it on, turn on the device. I can feel fresh air right between my nose and my mouth. Alright, lastly I'm just going to show you how to connect it to the cloth mask. So I'm going to turn my device on, just holding it down for 3 seconds, just slipping it on the side of my mask. There we go. Now we're going to show you how to cut a hole into your mask. This is the second option on how to connect our EasyFlow device to your mask. And this is the end result, where you've created a hole, you're able to put in the hose, and then you take the plastic connector piece, and it creates a really tight seal. And as you can see, when I pulled this hose, even though I've cut a hole, it's not compromising the mask. It creates a very tight seal. And even if there happens to be some holes in it, this positive flow of the EasyFlow device pushes out all that unfiltered air. So first you want to decide, where do you want the airflow? Most people want it between their nose and their mouth, so they're not getting too much air in either area. So that's right about there. And then you look at the hose. How big of a hole do I need to cut for this? We always suggest cutting smaller than bigger. So then you can wedge in the hose and create a really tight seal with this plastic connector piece. So first, I'm just going to take a scissors where I want it, right here, and cut a small hole. Then I can see once I open it up if I need to make it bigger or if I'm able to wedge in the hose. So again, that is too small, even too small for me to wedge it in. So all I'm going to do, just make another cut. Alright, so now I have a hole that's big enough for my hose. It only took me 2 cuts, and all I do then is just wedge the hose in. Fits perfectly. Take the plastic connector piece, lock it in place, and now I have a tight seal on my mask. Now once I have the hose connected to my mask, I can put on the device. I like wearing it with the lanyard when I go to the grocery store or whatever it may be. Put on the mask. Nothing pulls on it. Everything stays in place. And now you're ready to go. No matter which mask you decide to use, whether it's the N95, the KN95, or the cloth mask, you can use any option of ours. The air nozzle, or cutting directly with a hole. The N95, I cut a hole. The KN95, I cut a hole. The only one you may not want to cut a hole in is the cloth one. And this being, most people wear a design on their mask, they don't want to cut a hole in it. And also, this mask doesn't have a strong enough frame because this cotton mask doesn't have a really tight frame on the material. You don't really want to cut a hole in this one, because with the hose, if it pulls on it, the material is going to start to fray, and it's not going to create that tight seal that you would have with the integrity of a KN95 or N95. Thank you for watching today. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us on our website, easyflowusa.com, or follow us on our YouTube channel. We make weekly videos to answer your most commonly asked questions.